If you are trying to sell on eBay and really profit from the platform real fast, there are a few products that you really need to pay attention to. So, in today's conversation, I want to share with you the 10 easiest things to sell on eBay to start earning fast. Okay, and this is actually based on research that my team and I have done over the last 10 years. And so, here's an overview. If you think about eBay, I want you to think about a solid place to actually earn right away. A lot of folks like to compare and contrast eBay to Amazon, but eBay is actually cheaper in certain areas than Amazon and even less competitive because everybody wants to go on Amazon. They forget about eBay. And eBay is a solid powerhouse when it comes to e-commerce. You just have to know how to play the eBay game in the long run. This is a long-term game, okay, when it comes to eBay. You also have to know what kind of niche you want to be in. So in terms of e-commerce in general, eBay remains one of the original e-commerce platforms out there, okay? And it remains actually popular among sellers and shoppers alike. So if you are ready to start or scale your own e-commerce business, eBay is a fantastic choice, okay? Because Amazon is not really sort of suitable for some niches, okay? So if you think about the top 10 best items to sell on eBay, number one, I want you to think about clothing, shoes, and jewelry. Those are easiest to sell, okay? Because fashion never goes out of style. Everybody needs some piece of fashion anyway. Clothing and accessories are always in demand, so there are actually hot ticket items on eBay. So you want to focus on popular brands, unique pieces, and wardrobe staples that appeal to a broad audience all the time. So in other words, don't focus on seasonality. Number two, you have health and beauty merchandise. So health and beauty products like makeup, skincare, and hairstyling tools have always been popular. But social media influencers have taken this category to another level. Nowadays, this is a multi-billion dollar industry, okay? Because these items go beyond consumerism. They help customers look and feel their best. So what you want to do is that you want to start, for instance, by researching trends and the latest must-haves from serums with miracle ingredients like hyaluronic acid to heatless curl rollers. You just got to be as niche as possible. That's the bottom line. Another easiest thing to sell on eBay to start earning fast has to be in the fitness category. So you have exercise and fitness equipment. So like fashion, fitness trends are continually evolving. The one constant is that people always want to get in shape, right? So exercise gear like yoga mats, hand weights, and jump ropes are very profitable eBay products that won't fade in popularity. So viral fitness challenges drive demand for these items even higher. So keep your ear to the ground as you actually stock your e-commerce shelves, okay? Now, don't forget though, and this is going to help you actually make more money. Don't forget to include complementary products like vitamins, fitness trackers, and recovery tools like heating pads and foam rollers. Next, you have electronics and computer gadgets. So again, by gadgets, I'm speaking about headphones, phone accessories, and smart home devices. Those are some of the top products to sell on eBay this year. So you want to cover all the tech bases by choosing must-haves like smartphones, chargers, and wireless headphones, along with niche or trending gadgets popularized on TikTok and other social sites. So this is kind of cool. And so tech makes for great gifts. So be sure to have plenty of products on offer around the holidays. Okay, so actually make sure that you can really generate some revenue. But the cool thing is that overall, you don't have to really think about seasonality. If you have the right products, you are able to sell all year long anyway. Okay, because people need those gadgets all year long, not just around Thanksgiving or Black Friday or Cyber Monday. No, people will need this all year long. So just make sure that you have the right niche. And if you understand your niche properly, you know their needs, even though you can anticipate their needs. So that's actually the way to play this game here. Another easy item to sell on eBay to start earning fast is in the book category. Not a lot of e-commerce entrepreneurs believe that, but you can make tons of money by selling books on eBay. Of course, the whole Amazon platform started by selling books, but nowadays they have diversified. But eBay remains a solid place to sell books. Okay, so from best-selling thrillers to timeless classics to cookbooks and textbooks, books are one of the best products where you can't go wrong. Why? Because there is a genre out there for everyone. So selling books on eBay is sure to attract a wide variety of shoppers, okay? And the cool thing is that you can actually offer an extensive selection of books to suit any reader without the need to stack your shelves or ship heavy orders yourself if you go through drop shipping. So just something to really keep in mind. And also, one thing you have to remember is that influencers on platforms such as Bookstagram, okay, are transforming people across the globe into voracious readers, and they are often your best source on the latest bookish trends. Anyway, so the platform is called Bookstagram. And another category I want you to think about is home decor and appliances. So this category can also be pretty profitable. Okay, so we all want to love where we live. Okay, and that's why home decor products are some of the best items to sell on eBay. So Facebook Marketplace and other e-commerce sites can also be alternative places where you can sell home decor and appliances. So things like wall arts, throw pillows, candles, and even small appliances like air fryers spark joy for shoppers. And that's what you want. You want to really find your niche and you want to find items that really that trigger joy in your target audience, okay? And so one thing I want to say here is that not only do those items spark joy in your target audience, they can also make excellent gifts. So with trends changing season after season, home decor is an evergreen seller. Okay, this is kind of cool. So what you want to do is you want to create broader appeal by selecting home decor products that are both stylish and practical. So what you want to do is if you want to really appeal to a larger audience segment, make sure that you have something unique and something differentiated. If you're looking for an easy thing to sell on eBay to start earning fast, I want you to really think also about gardening and outdoor supplies. I mean, in this economy, it's important to really consider all avenues for revenue, especially if you are thinking about selling on eBay. What I love about gardening and outdoor supplies is that you have you have items that actually are profitable all year long. You know why? Because even in winter, there are gardening and outdoor supplies available for that season. Even when it rains, so you have an item, you have a supply, you have a gear for every season. Okay, and so that's important. You want to really meet the needs of customers all year long. So from spades and planters to camping gear and patio furniture, gardening and outdoor items are especially in demand during the warm up months. Okay, people love enhancing their backyards or gearing up for weekend adventures. So what you want to do is you want to profit from that trend. You want to give people the resources they need to make the most of their outdoor escapes. Okay, so that's kind of cool, especially if you are in the right geography or you target customers in the right geography. For example, seasonal items like patio heaters or outdoor lights can see spikes in demand during certain months. So be sure to plan ahead. Talk to the right supplier. You want to, and you don't have to stock up on those items and really spend a lot. Spends lots of money in inventory. No, you just need to plan ahead and know the seasonality of those items. And those items are predictable anyway. The trend, the demand, those items have a predictable demand really. Next, next item types that I want you to really consider this year is the category of toys and games. Okay, so if you want to think about the easiest things to sell on eBay to start earning fast, think about toys and games, especially if you want to really scale. Because when you sell toys and games, you are reaching out to a younger audience, and that audience is growing constantly. So if you are able to solidify your relationship with them when they're little, chances are, as they grow, they'll continue buying from you. What I'm trying to say is, if you sell to 1 year old or 2 years old, 2 year olds, and you're able to sell what they want, chances are they might be with you until they're maybe 10, 12 years old, or even teenagers. Okay, so that's good. If you think about having a lifelong customer, that's pretty good when it comes to you reducing your customer acquisition cost over the long run, your CAC. Okay, so that's important. So cater to the young and the young at hearts with toys and games, including dolls, action figures, board games, and activity sets that foster learning and development. Okay, so toys and games sell well on eBay year round, but they are especially hot sellers around the holidays when people need to offer gifts. Okay, that's really why. So seasonality has to play a factor here. Okay, and there is a new toy trend every year. Okay, so this is kind of cool. And so you want to do some research before every holiday season to discover the in-demand products, because that's what you want to sell. You want to sell products that are in demand. So time of the year also matters. For example, families may be on the hunt for pool toys in the summer, while learning-based games are popular during back to school season, like around September, for instance. So this is something to really account for. And again, going back to what I said earlier, those trends are predictable. They happen to be the same year over year over year. So you just need to anticipate them, to plan ahead if you want to take advantage of those trends big time. So another easy thing to sell on eBay this year is in the category of arts and crafts. Okay, and this is because arts and crafts are timeless, especially if you reach out to the right audience. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that basically arts and crafts are more niche based. Okay, so they're slightly more niche than some of the other categories that I have said to you earlier. But that's great news if you are a drop shipper or you are an e-commerce seller, because whenever you are an entrepreneur, especially you are an online entrepreneur, if a niche, like if a sector happens to be a niche, that means you have the possibility to target properly. You have the possibility to sell more also. So actually, you have to welcome that niche denomination, that niche labeling. Okay, and so when you have a niche, it's easier for consumers to find exactly what they need online than by going from store to store to store. So you want to stock your eBay shop with tools to help customers explore their artistic side, from yarn and paints to miniature building kits. And that's really cool because it allows you to really expand your target audience little by little, like gradually. Now you can also expand your revenue base by offering curated craft bundles for specific projects like knitting sets or scrapbook packs. Okay, and these kits will attract beginners and seasoned crafters looking for convenience in one easy purchase. So that's pretty good from a scalability point of view. And one thing I also want you to really pay attention to is the fact that you have the possibility to expand this arts and crafts business big time if you have the right audience. Okay, and now the best way to really succeed in this area on eBay is to actually focus on a specific geography. You can say, you know what, I want to focus on the states, or I want to focus on North America, or I want to focus on Europe, or I want to focus on Asia, whatever, or Africa. It really depends on the kind of the kind of arts and crafts that you're selling. Okay, but it's important to niche down geographically speaking also. You also have pet supplies. So that's the last category of items to sell on eBay to start earning fast this year. And so basically, people love their pets. Pets are not pets actually. For pet parents, pets are part of the family. That's why they're called pet parents in the first place. They don't consider themselves pet lovers. Okay, they're pet parents. Okay, so they're pet daddies and pet mommies. So if you want to really model your e-commerce strategy around that sort of bond, that sort of family bond. Okay, by marketing, I'm talking about the way you advertise to those pet parents. You talk to them as if the pet is part of their family, which they are. The pets are part of the family. Okay, so gone are the days of keeping pets outside and off the furniture. Today's pets are firmly family, and pet supplies are some of the most popular items for sale on eBay and beyond. Okay, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, you name it. Okay, now besides necessary tools like leashes or food bowls and treats, you can also attract buyers with fun items like pet cameras, puzzle feeders, and even shoes on the four. I mean, shoes for the four leg. Okay, so this is something to really keep in mind, especially if you are trying to really throw in there, let's say a let's just say a tone of formality. I mean, no, a tone of familiarity. That's how I want to say it. Now, pet influencers are your best friend when it comes to finding appealing products. Besides, who doesn't love a feed full of furry friends anyway? Okay, so bottom line is you have possibilities, you have options. Selling on eBay is a fantastic way to earn money, whether you run a small business or simply want a profitable side hustle. So, by focusing on the top selling products that I explored a little earlier, you will set yourself up for success from the get go. And that's what you want. You want to differentiate yourself from the get go, not 5 years after you start your eBay shop or after 1 year or whatever. No, from the get go. Okay. So this is something that you have to pay attention to. Choose the products properly. Choose niche products, and whatever possible, go for geographic niches. That way, you can really solidify your revenue based over time. So this is how you want to look at it. In conclusion to this conversation, I'll share with you the 10 easiest things to sell on eBay to start earning fast. So I gave you the overview and now the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.